Hey, what's up guys? It's Brad here from Specialized Health, and as you can see behind me, it is pouring outside and I'm trying to stay under the cover here, but I thought that it would be timely to, considering that it's starting to get a bit colder, talk about the benefits of a warm-up and how using a warm-up can boost performance and essentially speed up a rehab process. So actually, if you're tuning in to this live Facebook video, let me know where you are and shoot any questions into the comments, and I'll respond back to those. If you watch these after the fact, feel free to still write the questions, and I'll respond to those afterwards as well. And I may even repurpose this video onto our email list too. So if you're not on our email list, jump on specializedhealth.com.au, and I think after about probably 10 seconds, one of the annoying pop-ups comes up, and you can throw your email in there. And we're shooting out videos like this every week or so, just giving a bit of education, a bit of info about what exercise physiology is, and you know, what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. So the benefits of a warm-up. Well, let's talk about what happens if you don't warm up correctly. So you're placing structures at risk, structures that aren't ready for movement, structures that may not be designed to take load through them, or they're more there as a stabilizer, you know, such as a ligament and muscle tendons. If we load these inappropriately because we haven't warmed up the prime movers properly, we're at a bit of risk of injury and loading these structures inappropriately. That's the first one. The second one is that we're going to have suboptimal performance, because we're not going to be using those prime movers that are designed to do the movement. So we're not going to use muscles that have got as much force capability, so we're going to have poor performance. Third thing is that essentially you're wasting your time. If you're not using the right muscles, if you're not forcing the right structures to adapt, you might as well come back another day, have another shot at it. You're going to use your time much more effectively if you're warming up and getting the right structures ready and doing the exercises the right way. If we do warm up correctly, what do we get out of it? Basically, you are at a much less risk of developing an injury. So if you've got the right structures working, the right muscles are firing, and your body is held in a nice position, you're going to be at a much less chance of causing an injury. You're going to have better performance. You're going to be using the muscles that are designed to do that certain movement, as opposed to, let's say, when you're reaching overhead, as opposed to the deltoids doing it, as opposed to the rotator cuff muscles being set in the right position, your scapulars are stabilized and set in the right spot. You're going to be using perhaps the upper traps. You're going to be using more things like the pec minor, the levator scapula, to move that shoulder girdle up. And it's a suboptimal movement pattern. So you're putting structures at risk of injury, and you're going to have poor performance because you're not going to be as strong. And the third good reason to warm up is you're going to build more strength. You're going to speed up a rehab process. You're going to speed up the muscle adaptation because you're doing things in a more optimal movement pattern. So what do I think are the main components of a good warm-up? Two things I think about. One is mobility. So mobility is basically getting joints moving and moving to a nice range of movement, or the range of movement they're designed to move through. So mobility or flexibility. And the second thing is activation. So essentially, think of it as if you go for a run, the most easiest way to think about it, you go for a run, you're going to ease into it, you're not going to go for a sprint straight away. So if you're doing a strengthening program, you're not going to want to throw a heavy weight on the bar or a heavy weight on the machine and go to 100% straight away. You're going to ease into it, and you're going to slowly introduce those structures to the force and start to get a bit of blood pumping around those structures, get a bit of fluid, a bit of lubrication in those joints, and it's going to again mean that there's going to be much less chance of injury. So be mobile by stretching, by using maybe some banded distraction, and you know, just really focus on holding some nice long stretches for at least 2 minutes. People often underestimate the length of time you need to stretch for. Let's give it a good 2 minutes on the stretching, the mobilization side. And on the activation side, a couple of good ones to think about. Actually, what we might do, in the comments, if you watch this, or if you want to email me afterwards with the word warm in it, W-A-R-M, for a warm-up. So email me with warm, or comment below with warm, and I might shoot videos that will give some examples of a warm-up or some common warm-up exercises that we use. One I would focus on if you're doing overhead movements, I would really focus on loosening up the lats, loosening up the pecs. So you're loosening those internal rotators in the shoulder, and I would be activating the external rotators, so all of your scap stabilizers, all the posterior shoulder muscles, I'd be activating all of those, just as a general idea for a nice upper body warm-up. For a lower body warm-up, I'd be really looking at stretching the hamstrings, stretching the adductors, so the groin, and I'll be looking at activating the gluteal muscles. Gluteals and the hamstrings as well. They're just really underutilized force producers in the lower limbs. So comment with warm. Hopefully this audio came through okay because I'm on a bit of a busy street, but comment with warm or email me with warm, and I'll send through a couple of example videos on some of these warm-up techniques that we use. Any questions, fire them through. Otherwise, let's get mobile, let's get active, and enjoy benefits of being able to produce much greater force, and therefore, you know, getting through your rehab a bit quicker. So good luck with it, guys. Take care.